Are you ready to embrace a topic that society often avoids discussing, yet has the power to significantly enhance your well-being and joy in later life? Have you ever wondered about the deeper role that intimacy, especially self-intimacy, plays as we age? Today, I'm diving into one of the most personal yet misunderstood aspects of aging, masturbation. Why is it that something so natural and beneficial is still surrounded by stigma? This video isn't just about breaking the silence. It's about opening doors to greater self-awareness, emotional freedom, and improved health. From uncovering the science behind its surprising benefits to addressing the potential risks of overindulgence, I'll guide you through this sensitive topic with compassion and evidence-based insights. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a better understanding of how self-stimulation can improve your physical, mental, and emotional health, but also how to approach it as a vital act of self-care in later life. Stick around, because we'll also explore how to strike the right balance and debunk the myths that hold many people back from fully embracing this practice. So, if you're curious about how something so simple can add immense value to your life, helping with sleep, emotional well-being, and even connection with your evolving self, this video is for you. Let's begin this important conversation together. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Today, I want to dive deeply into a topic that remains both highly personal and widely misunderstood, a subject that deserves open discussion and thoughtful exploration: the role of masturbation in the lives of older adults. This is not merely a conversation about physical acts, but one about reclaiming personal agency, embracing self-care, and finding joy in the natural evolution of our bodies and desires. From a scientific, medical, and psychological perspective, this is a subject of immense importance, particularly for those who are navigating the later stages of life. As a sexologist and doctor specializing in the health of older adults, I feel compelled to address this topic with sensitivity and clarity, helping to dispel myths and uncover the many ways this intimate practice can positively, and sometimes negatively, impact physical, emotional, and mental well-being. This message is specifically aimed at adults who are already living the second half of their lives, a stage often accompanied by significant shifts in identity, health, and relationships. Masturbation, a practice as old as humanity itself, is an act that transcends age, gender, and cultural boundaries. It has the potential to provide comfort, connection, and profound satisfaction at every stage of life. However, the way we experience and approach this act changes as we age, and understanding this evolution is key to fostering a healthy relationship with oneself. Embracing pleasure in older adulthood. As we grow older, our bodies undergo a natural series of changes that can alter our relationship with pleasure, intimacy, and sexual desire. Hormonal fluctuations, such as the decline of testosterone in men and estrogen in women, play a significant role in these shifts. These changes may affect the frequency and intensity of sexual urges, but they do not erase the fundamental human capacity for desire. Instead, they invite a new understanding of how intimacy manifests, a transformation rather than a diminishment. In older adulthood, masturbation becomes more than a simple physical act. It can represent a deep, personal connection to oneself. For many, it serves as a gentle reminder of their body's capacity to experience pleasure, even amidst the challenges of aging. This practice allows individuals to explore their desires without the societal pressures or expectations that often accompany partnered intimacy in youth. It provides a space to reconnect with their evolving bodies and to celebrate the unique way their sexuality has grown over time. In this context, self-stimulation can be an act of self-care and self-compassion. It becomes a safe and private way to engage with one's own needs and desires, fostering a sense of autonomy and emotional well-being. For many older adults, it is a practice that helps bridge the gap between the physical and emotional aspects of intimacy, creating a space for joy and self-acceptance. The science behind the benefits. The benefits of masturbation in older age extend far beyond the immediate physical sensations. Medical research has shown that regular self-stimulation can significantly contribute to overall health and wellness. One of the primary physical benefits is its ability to improve blood circulation to the genitals, which helps maintain the health and elasticity of genital tissues. This is especially important as aging can lead to reduced circulation and, in some cases, atrophy due to lack of use. Additionally, masturbation triggers the release of endorphins, often referred to as happiness hormones. These chemicals play a crucial role in reducing stress, alleviating pain, and improving overall mood. For older adults, who may face increased levels of loneliness, anxiety, or depression, the release of endorphins during masturbation can provide a powerful emotional lift, promoting a sense of peace and contentment. Another critical benefit is its impact on sleep. Many older adults struggle with insomnia or poor sleep quality, which can have cascading effects on health. The relaxation and hormonal changes associated with masturbation can help ease the mind and body, paving the way for more restful and restorative sleep. This, in turn, supports cognitive function, emotional stability, and physical health, creating a positive feedback loop of well-being. Emotional liberation and self-rediscovery. Beyond the physical benefits, masturbation in older adulthood offers profound emotional and psychological advantages. For many, it is an opportunity to reconnect with their bodies, rediscover their desires, and reclaim a sense of agency over their sexual health. This can be particularly empowering for individuals who have experienced changes in their relationships, whether through the loss of a partner, divorce, or shifts in the dynamics of long-term partnerships. In a society that often views aging through a lens of decline and loss, masturbation stands as a quiet rebellion against these narratives. It asserts that pleasure, intimacy, and self-love are not confined to youth but are accessible and meaningful throughout one's life. It is an act that allows individuals to honor their bodies, embrace their desires, and find joy in the present moment. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Moreover, this practice can help alleviate the stigma and shame that many older adults feel about their changing bodies and sexualities. By engaging with their desires in a safe and non-judgmental way, they can cultivate a sense of acceptance and pride in their evolving selves. This emotional liberation can lead to greater confidence, improved self-esteem, and a more positive outlook on aging. Addressing the myths and breaking the silence. Despite the many benefits, masturbation in older age remains a taboo subject for many. Cultural norms often perpetuate the idea that sexual expression is inappropriate or irrelevant for older adults. These myths can create feelings of shame, embarrassment, or even guilt, preventing individuals from exploring their desires and enjoying the benefits of self-stimulation. It is time to challenge these outdated beliefs and create a more inclusive and compassionate understanding of sexuality. Masturbation is not just a physical act, it is an affirmation of life, resilience, and the enduring capacity for pleasure. It is a reminder that aging does not diminish our worth or our right to experience joy. By fostering open and honest conversations about this topic, we can help older adults feel seen, valued, and empowered to embrace their full humanity. In the end, masturbation is a deeply personal practice that holds different meanings for everyone. For older adults, it is a way to nurture the body, soothe the mind, and uplift the spirit. It is an act of self-love that acknowledges the beauty and vitality of aging, offering a path to greater self-awareness and emotional fulfillment. Let us approach this subject with the respect and openness it deserves, honoring the diverse and evolving ways that individuals find connection, joy, and healing in their lives. Through this lens, masturbation becomes not just an act, but a celebration of life's continuity, resilience, and boundless potential. Psychologically, masturbation occupies a central role in fostering self-awareness, emotional well-being, and a positive connection to one's body. For elderly individuals, this is especially significant. Aging often brings with it a perception of losing control over the body, its functions, appearance, and responsiveness. Masturbation, in this context, becomes more than an act of pleasure. It transforms into a powerful tool for regaining agency over one's physical and emotional self. This intimate practice fosters a sense of empowerment and connection, reminding individuals that their bodies, regardless of age, are still capable of joy, comfort, and vitality. For many older adults, this reconnection with the self is crucial to maintaining self-esteem and a healthy body image. It counteracts the negative cultural narratives that portray aging bodies as unattractive or less deserving of care and pleasure. By exploring their own physicality in a private, judgment-free space, seniors can nurture a more compassionate relationship with themselves, embracing the changes brought by time while celebrating the inherent beauty of their evolving form. Recognizing the balance, the potential risks of excessive practice. However, while masturbation offers numerous physical and psychological benefits, it is important to approach the topic with balance and awareness. As with any pleasurable activity, excessive engagement can lead to complications. In older adults, constant or compulsive masturbation may have unintended consequences both physically and emotionally. From a physical perspective, overstimulation of the genital nerves through frequent masturbation can sometimes result in hypersensitivity. This heightened sensitivity may cause discomfort or even a temporary reduction in the ability to experience pleasure. Though not permanent, these effects can create frustration, as individuals may feel the need for increased stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction. Such dependence on greater stimulation can lead to an unhealthy fixation on achieving physical release, which may overshadow the broader emotional and relational aspects of intimacy. The emotional implications of excessive masturbation can be even more significant. In my practice, I have encountered cases where older individuals turn to masturbation as an emotional escape, using it as a way to temporarily alleviate feelings of loneliness, anxiety, or depression. While it provides a short-term sense of relief, this pattern can sometimes spiral into a cycle of isolation. When self-stimulation becomes the primary or sole source of comfort, it can diminish the motivation to seek out meaningful connections with others. Over time, this retreat into oneself can exacerbate feelings of detachment from the surrounding world, creating a deeper sense of loneliness and emotional disconnection. Clinical perspectives on compulsive masturbation in old age. What does medical research reveal about the effects of constant or compulsive masturbation in older adults? Clinically, masturbation itself is not harmful and is considered a normal, healthy activity at any age. However, excessive practice can lead to unintended side effects that impact physical and mental well-being. Physically, compulsive masturbation can result in fatigue, as the body expends energy that could otherwise support essential activities such as exercise, social engagement, or hobbies. For older adults, maintaining a physically active lifestyle is critical for preserving mobility, cardiovascular health, and overall vitality. When excessive self-stimulation detracts from these important habits, it can contribute to a decline in physical health over time. Mentally, the effects of compulsive masturbation can extend beyond fatigue. It may create a sense of guilt or frustration, particularly if the individual feels trapped in a cycle of behavior they cannot easily control. This frustration can erode self-esteem, leading to feelings of inadequacy or shame. Moreover, the emotional reliance on masturbation as a coping mechanism can diminish motivation to address underlying issues, such as loneliness or unresolved emotional wounds, preventing the individual from seeking out more fulfilling and sustainable sources of connection and joy. Striking a healthy balance, embracing pleasure while maintaining well-being. The key to navigating this complex topic lies in balance. Masturbation is a natural and beneficial part of life, offering a pathway to self-discovery, stress relief, and physical health. However, like any behavior, it is most beneficial when practiced in moderation and within the broader context of a fulfilling life. Older adults can benefit from approaching self-stimulation as one aspect of a well-rounded routine that includes social interaction, physical activity, and creative pursuits. Maintaining connections with family, friends, or community groups can provide the emotional nourishment that self-stimulation alone cannot offer. Incorporating hobbies, exercise, and mindfulness practices can create a holistic approach to aging that honors the body's capacity for pleasure while fostering a sense of purpose and connection. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Medical professionals can also play a crucial role in guiding older individuals toward this balanced approach. By addressing the myths and stigmas surrounding sexuality in old age, healthcare providers can create an environment where seniors feel empowered to discuss their experiences and concerns openly. This open dialogue can help individuals recognize when masturbation is becoming a coping mechanism rather than a source of joy, allowing them to seek support and make adjustments that enhance their overall well-being. Conclusion: reclaiming intimacy and connection in aging. Masturbation is a deeply personal act that holds different meanings and purposes for each individual. For older adults, it is not merely a source of physical pleasure but also an avenue for self-discovery, emotional resilience, and reconnection with the body. When approached with awareness and balance, it can be an integral part of a fulfilling and joyful life. At the same time, understanding the potential pitfalls of excessive practice is crucial. By fostering a balanced relationship with self-stimulation and prioritizing connection with others, older individuals can embrace the fullness of their lives, nurturing both their physical health and emotional well-being. Through open conversations and compassionate understanding, we can honor the diverse ways in which intimacy, in all its forms, continues to enrich and sustain us throughout our lives. Exploring the impact of masturbation on interpersonal relationships. One critical area to consider when discussing masturbation in older adulthood is its potential impact on interpersonal relationships. While many older individuals live alone and find that masturbation is an effective way to fulfill their sexual needs, those who are in relationships may experience a different dynamic. In some cases, excessive self-stimulation can create an unintended barrier to shared intimacy with a partner. For example, frequent masturbation may lead to a decline in the desire or motivation to engage in partnered sexual activities, creating an emotional and physical distance between individuals in a relationship. This disconnect can leave partners feeling unappreciated, neglected, or even inadequate in fulfilling each other's needs. In my experience working with older adults, I have observed instances where masturbation replaced the pursuit of intimacy with a partner, sometimes without either person fully understanding why the emotional or physical connection had shifted. Over time, this dynamic can lead to misunderstandings, hurt feelings, and even resentment. However, it is important to recognize that these situations are not insurmountable. With open communication and mutual understanding, couples can navigate these challenges together, ensuring that both personal and shared aspects of their sexuality are fulfilling and harmonious. Finding balance in relationships. Striking a balance is essential. Masturbation can coexist with a healthy sexual relationship when both partners feel valued and connected. It's crucial to approach this topic with openness, empathy, and a willingness to communicate honestly about desires, boundaries, and expectations. For some, this might mean setting aside time to nurture intimacy as a couple, while also allowing space for personal exploration. When partners feel comfortable discussing their sexual needs and preferences, it can lead to a deeper emotional bond and a more fulfilling physical connection. These conversations not only address potential conflicts, but also create opportunities to grow closer, enhancing the relationship overall. The emotional complexities of masturbation in later life. Beyond its impact on relationships, masturbation in older adulthood is often accompanied by emotional and psychological challenges. For many individuals, especially those raised in environments where sexuality was stigmatized, masturbation can evoke feelings of guilt, shame, or self-doubt. These emotions can create an internal conflict, where the individual experiences both pleasure and remorse, leading to a sense of unease that can linger long after the act itself. This struggle is not uncommon, and it reflects the deeply ingrained societal and cultural norms that many people carry with them throughout their lives. Older adults often describe feeling as though they are caught between two opposing forces: the natural, human desire for pleasure and the residual guilt from a lifetime of conditioning that framed sexual expression as something shameful or inappropriate. addressing the stigma and finding emotional freedom. Overcoming these emotional barriers requires a shift in perspective, an acknowledgement that sexuality, even in later life, is a natural and healthy part of being human. Masturbation is not an act that should be burdened with guilt. Rather, it should be seen as a form of self-care, a way to honor one's body and its capacity for pleasure. For those who find it difficult to let go of feelings of shame, seeking support from a therapist or counselor can be incredibly beneficial. Engaging in open and honest conversations about sexuality with trusted individuals or support groups can also help normalize the experience and foster a more positive outlook. When masturbation becomes an emotional escape. While masturbation can offer significant physical and emotional benefits, it can also become a coping mechanism for dealing with loneliness, anxiety, or depression. For older adults who experience social isolation or a lack of emotional support, self-stimulation may provide temporary relief from negative emotions. However, when it becomes the primary or sole source of comfort, it can lead to unintended consequences. Over-reliance on masturbation as an emotional escape can deepen feelings of isolation, as the individual may retreat further from opportunities for meaningful connections with others. This pattern can be particularly harmful if it leads to a cycle of avoidance, where the individual relies on self-stimulation to mask deeper emotional needs. Over time, this can result in a growing sense of disconnection from the world around them, making it even more challenging to build or maintain relationships. Recognizing underlying needs. For those who find themselves in this situation, it is essential to identify the underlying emotional needs driving the behavior. Loneliness, for example, is not resolved through physical release alone. Building connections with others, whether through friendships, family relationships, or community involvement, can provide the kind of emotional nourishment that masturbation cannot replace. Therapy or counseling can also be a valuable tool for addressing these needs, helping individuals explore healthier ways to cope with emotions and fostering a greater sense of connection and fulfillment. Debunking myths about physical risks. There are many myths surrounding masturbation in older age, and it is important to address these misconceptions directly. Contrary to popular belief, there is no scientific evidence to suggest that masturbation causes permanent damage to sexual organs, accelerates aging, or leads to severe sexual dysfunctions. Similarly, there is no proven link between masturbation and illnesses such as prostate cancer or other serious health conditions. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Instead, the physical effects of masturbation in moderation are overwhelmingly positive. Regular self-stimulation helps maintain blood circulation in the genitals, promotes tissue elasticity, and can even reduce the risk of genital atrophy due to inactivity. It also triggers the release of endorphins, which alleviate stress, boost mood, and provide a sense of well-being. Managing the risks of excessive practice. While masturbation is not inherently harmful, excessive practice can lead to some temporary physical drawbacks. Overstimulation of the genital nerves may cause discomfort or reduce sensitivity, and frequent masturbation can contribute to fatigue or decreased motivation for other activities. In some cases, excessive self-stimulation may also result in a reduced libido, as the body becomes accustomed to a specific type of stimulation. These effects are typically reversible and can be mitigated by adopting a more balanced approach. Embracing moderation and holistic well-being. When practiced in moderation, masturbation is a natural and beneficial part of life at any age. Its physical benefits include improved circulation, reduced stress, and better sleep quality, while its emotional benefits include enhanced self-awareness and a stronger connection to one's body. For older adults, it can be an empowering way to maintain a sense of vitality and independence. However, moderation is key. If masturbation begins to interfere with other areas of life, such as relationships, physical activity, or social engagement, it may be time to reflect on the underlying reasons behind the behavior. Understanding these motivations allows individuals to address their needs in a healthier and more sustainable way, whether through therapy, creative outlets, or building stronger connections with loved ones. a holistic perspective on sexuality in aging. Masturbation in old age is more than just a physical act. It is an opportunity for self-discovery, self-care, and emotional growth. By approaching it with balance, awareness, and openness, older adults can embrace their sexuality as a source of joy and empowerment. At the same time, it is important to recognize the broader context of emotional and relational needs, ensuring that self-stimulation is part of a fulfilling and well-rounded life. Through education, open dialogue, and a compassionate approach, we can challenge the stigma surrounding sexuality in aging and create a space where individuals feel free to explore their desires without shame or judgment. In doing so, we honor the enduring capacity for connection, pleasure, and growth that defines the human experience at every stage of life. Now that we've explored this deeply personal topic, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned from this video that resonates with you the most? Is there one insight or practice that you'll take with you into your own life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'm here to continue the conversation with you. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might benefit from this perspective, and subscribe to our channel for more meaningful discussions about aging, health, and living your best life. Thank you for watching, and remember, your body, mind, and spirit are worth celebrating at every stage of life. See you in the next video.